As you see, we are really happy to see those Muslims exposing their stupid religion. Great things happen in the last few weeks. All of them, they are hilarious. The interview of Mimi Hijab with this man was hilarious. Exposed Muhammad Hijab and his cult. Jesus was crucified. The Muslims, they inviting somebody to confirm the crucifixion of Jesus. Priceless. Jesus, he believed that he is the Son of God. Priceless. The disciple, they believe in what Jesus said. Priceless. Which means the disciple did not change the Bible. Jesus was crucified and was buried. Priceless. The Quran is preserved, but Yellow Pages is preserved too. Priceless. So Mimi Hijab, he brought shame to his God. Priceless.
Then you just refuse to admit it's a mistake. You think either it can be reconciled in some way, or that there's something we just don't understand about it, or we have and
in the Quran it's mentioned if this book was from other than God, they would have found in it many contradictions.
If a book is without contradictions, that has no bearing on whether it comes from God or not. I've had phone books that are inerrant, but I certainly don't think God gave them.
The phone book is compared to the Quran in a Muslim life program. The phone book in the face of the Muslims, in the face of Mimi Hijab the coward, and you don't dare to say you cannot compare the phone book to my God book. Somebody saying Abu Din, my name is Abu Din. Okay, let's see, maybe this one. No, it says here Abi Nasir Abu Din. I don't think this is the same one. Which one is you, Abu Din? I see three. Only three. Is that you? Abi Nasir Abduddin? Text me if this is you. Last warning, my friend. I don't want to call people. There's three people here. I'm not going to call people in their houses, harassing them. I don't know who's you. So text me and tell me this is me, and I will call you right away. Abu Din. Even your name is stupid. How in the world somebody can be the father of religion? Are you God? Stupid. Abu Din. Okay. So all those videos, actually, they are priceless. In the last 2 weeks, we have amazing videos made by Muslims supporting what we teach. This year was really good. Like this one. There's holes in the narrative. Priceless.
New. This is from the time of the Sahaba. This is not a joke, brothers and sisters. The issue of ahruf and qira'at caused confusion to somebody whom the Prophet ﷺ said, if you want to listen to the Quran directly, listen to Ubay. Ubay is not some even average Sahabi. He is the Qari of the Quran. He is the master. He is who he is. And he goes, فَدَخَلْ فِي نَفْسِي شَكْ. What is all of this stuff? Again, this is you have asked me some very honest questions. It's the first time I'm saying these things. Many people are aware who listen to my lectures that I've mentioned the crises that happened to me at Yale. This was the issue. That the issue of ahruf and preservation and qira'at and relationships between them, these are very, very difficult issues. And the most advanced of our scholars, they're not quite fully certain how to solve all of the unanswered questions in there. Here's the point. These issues should only be discussed amongst people who know what the qira'at are and who understand some of these questions that are being raised.
So is what you're saying the shak that came, or not the shak, but the crisis that you had was in relation to this question of the relationship between the ahruf and the qira'at, basically?
No. The crisis I had wasn't that. The crisis I had was, that was what generated. But what was the crisis? The crisis was very simple. Traditional understandings of ahruf and qira'at cannot answer some of these pressing questions that are now being poked by our people by our academics, by their academics outside of the faith tradition. You see,
Muslims cannot answer any academic questioning. They cannot. This is the truth. Because Islam is a stupid cult. There's big holes in the narrative. And the Muslim, they try to buy some glue and cement to close those rocks. But they go in YouTube and then they make interview, and then those holes exposed and they are leaking again. So those interviews are priceless. This religion is proven to be stupid by the followers before the non-followers. If you ask yourself what this guy is talking about, he's talking about that Allah, he sent Muhammad 7 Quran. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He cannot. He's saying that my people cannot handle it if it is one Quran. Isn't the Muslim, they say that the Quran is a perfect language of Allah? It's a perfect language of Allah. To the point, the Quran cannot explain itself. You know what I mean? Imagine I have to write the book, The Deception of Allah, 7 times. Because first time I wrote it, people did not understand. So it looks stupid. So then I decide, okay, I'm going to write it second time. Still it was stupid. Then I decide to make it third time. So I had to write 7 books about my book. So the Muslim can understand. And after having 7 books, we hear this. Still the Muslim can't understand. Do you see stupidity? Do you see it? Who can be more stupid than this God? And those who are asking me to call this guy Abu Din, he did not text me. This guy is a fraud. He's fake.
In a Muslim environment, there's always some respect that we have for the Quran. We should. In a Muslim environment, we'll press a little bit and then we'll say, okay, khalas, sami'na wa ata'na. And that's great, alhamdulillah.
We press Allah a little bit and then we stop and we say we hear it and we obey, which means we don't understand, but we hear it and we obey.
When you go to academia, they don't have that red line. And they're going to just, you know, the famous story of the emperor with no clothes. They're going to just point out, no, that doesn't make any sense. Well, that's not true, and this and that. And they'll bring issues, which I'm not going to mention explicitly, that you know are true because they're in your own books. They're not inventing anything new. They'll bring you riwayat and they'll bring you athar, and then you add to that very well-known issues of, I don't even want to be explicit. And then you bring on top of that makhtutat, and then. And it's very clear to you and to every single very advanced student and specialist that the standard narrative has holes in it. That's what I'm going to say. The standard narrative does not answer some very pressing questions. These are now well known within the Western Academy, that they're bringing forth issues. Their level of now knowledge is leaps and bounds above what it used to be, 100 years ago. What is happening in the last few years is not me anymore. It's the Western academics. These problems are now becoming mainstream. And by and large, our ulama in the Eastern world are not aware, by and large, of what's going on in the Western side of things. And they're not answering those questions in a manner that it needs to be answered.
Then Muhammad Hijab has him on again.
Look at this guy. This guy is like a goat who jumped in the, by the way, I never thought that he is in the video. I don't know. I'm playing just a video. I searched for whole narrative. I saw this goat in front of me. And then Muhammad Hijab, he bring them again. They don't want to hear the truth. This is a Muslim convert. He's a stupid. You do not know what they are talking about. Like, what the heck? You made me believe in a stupid religion? So he's upset. You brought him, Muhammad Hijab. He brought him again and again and again and again. What the heck?
And this has to be probably the most damaging podcast, I think.
What the heck? This is the most damaging podcast. What do you think about this one? The nipples of Mimi Hijab. What do you think? This one is not damaging. Look, Mimi Hijab, he shaved his chest a night before he go to the embassy. He took off his shirt so all the Muslim girls will praise Allah for the shaved chest. Is that damaging too? You know what? Imagine if Zakir Naik, he go in the front of the Chinese embassy and he take his t-shirt too. I want all the Muslims in YouTube, all of you tomorrow, go in the front of the American, not only Chinese, I mean all embassies, man. The Israeli embassies. Support Hamas. The government of England, Her Majesty the Quinn, the Prime Minister, he ordered to ban, and anyone who support Hamas will face at least 10 years of jail. So where is the brave warrior? The t-shirt topless take off jihad? Is that a form of jihad? You wanna go to fight? Come and fight Mimi Hijab. He just show his nipples. What a potato coward. The embassy in front of you, son of Muta. If you are a man, touch the door. You don't even dare to touch the door. You are making a hero show in YouTube, exposing yourself topless, and you claim to be a Muslim. So, if this is what Islam is about, why the rest of Muslims there, they are not taking off their top? You don't have a, you did not shave your chest like Mimi Hijab? So Muslims are so upset. As you see, we show them what this guy, he said, suddenly the Muslim, he will tell us what he meant. He meant later, what meant later? He said Muhammad is not from the Abrahamic faith, as simple as that. He said Muhammad, he did not know who is Jibreel. And then the one who called me, in order to fix it, he make it more blind. He said, because he is not from the Judaism and Christianity. That's wonderful. That's mean Abrahamic faith is only the Christian and the Jews. And I asked him the question 3 times. 3 times. And he repeat again and again. Because Muhammad was not from the Christian and Judaism faith. So Abrahamic belief is only Christians and Jews. Anyone else attach himself to Abraham is a fraud. Muhammad, he never heard about Abrahamic faith. And that is a priceless thing, because look what happened now. The Arab, the Mushrikeen, they worship Allah. They worship who? Allah. Okay. So, if Muhammad, he did not know, and he was not from the Abrahamic faith, and he was worshipping a God, his name is Allah, because all the Arab of Quraysh worship Allah. Look what happened. Obviously, Allah is not the God of Abraham. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ibn Farouk, he explained that the reason Muhammad did not know who is Jibreel is because he is not from the Abrahamic faith. But what was the God, and he was from the Quraysh, and Quraysh are pagan. Did he say in the video that Quraysh were pagan? He said, but okay, those pagan Quraysh, they worship who? They worship Allah. Let me find you this video so we can laugh more. Let us see. Give me a second. This is a sheikh with a beard.
To walk a very thin line. And they say we cannot label people as mushrik because there's so many of them. Well, Allah Azza wa Jalla labeled them in the Quran when he said, وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرُهُمْ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. The vast majority of them, of the people, the inhabitants of earth would not believe in Allah except while committing shirk. What is their belief in Allah Azza wa Jal? It's the same belief of the pagans and the idol worshippers.
Did you hear it? People, did you hear it? The pagan and the Muslims, they have the same belief. And he is talking about the pagan and the Muslims, and those are supposedly the bad Muslims. But they are Muslims, they worship the same God. They worship Allah. The pagan, when the Muslim they say pagan, they are speaking about people who worship Allah. Was Abraham a pagan who worship Allah? He's not. Because if you worship Allah, that will make him a pagan. Listen carefully what he will say.
They try to walk a very thin line. And they say we cannot label people as mushrik because there's so many of them. Well, Allah Azza wa Jal labeled them in the Quran when he said, وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرُهُمْ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. The vast majority of them, of the people, the inhabitants of earth, would not believe in Allah except while committing shirk. What is their belief in Allah Azza wa Jal?
Tell me.
It's the same belief of the pagans and the idol worshippers.
See?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yeah. The pagans and the idol worshippers used to believe that Allah.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, my friend, you are live on air.
Hi, yes, my friend. How are you?
I'm fine. What do you want to say to us?
What should I say?
Are you a Muslim?
I just want to say you, why do you believe in the faith of Christianity?
What?
Why do you believe in Christianity faith?
Why I believe in Christianity faith? Because Christianity faith is the only one who will save me. Hello? Yeah, this guy doesn't have good connection. All right. Do we have any Muslim? So listen carefully what the pagan Arab believe. They believe exactly as the Muslim believe. Both are pagan.
Shirk. What is their belief in Allah Azza wa Jal? It's the same belief of the pagans and the idol worshippers. Are you serious? Yeah. The pagans and the idol worshippers used to believe. Used to believe that Allah is the provider, that Allah is the giver of life and death, that Allah is the creator, that Allah is the facilitator of their affairs.
Did you hear people?
Sorry, disconnected due to internet problem.
No problem. So I told you, you asked me why you believe in Christianity. I said because it's going to
Yes.
save me. Why you believe in Islam? My friend, I don't have time for silence.
Hello?
You want to talk or what? Yeah, I'm talking to you. So why you believe in Islam
Yes.
yourself? Why you believe in Islam?
I believe in Islam because I believe in one God.
You believe in one God. Okay, what if there are two gods? What is like one God mean? What
There
if,
cannot be
what,
two.
What if there's 10 gods? What, you will not believe in them?
Hello?
You know what's wrong? Are you going to spend the day saying hello? You know,
Hello?
the internet is bad? Okay, I'm asking you. You said you believe in one God. What if there's 10 gods? You will believe in them or not?
Hello?
Okay. I mean, that's useless. I'm not going to spend the day hello. Hello, it's me you're looking for. So listen carefully. What this guy is saying, he's saying the truth. Muslims are pagan and pagan are Muslims. Both they worship the same God. Both they believe Allah is the provider. Sheikh Uthman, may Allah bless him and give him more versions, he said, remember, people of Mecca, they are pagan. Why Muhammad do not know who is Gabriel? Because those people are pagan, but they believe in Allah, which means the God of Islam is not the God of Gabriel. Because if the God of Islam, his name is Allah, and he is the same God of Abraham, then Muhammad should knew about Gabriel. Do you understand?
It's the same belief of the pagans and the idol worshippers. Are you serious? Yeah. The pagans and the idol worshippers used to believe that Allah is the provider, that Allah is the giver of life and death, that Allah is the creator, that Allah is the facilitator of their affairs. It's all over the Quran.
It's all over the Quran. It is all over the Quran. Now, so if we go back to Sheikh Uthman Shukuku, he made it clear that the reason Muhammad do not know who is Gabriel, because he is from the people of Quraysh and they are pagan. The people of Mecca, they are pagan. But who is the pagan? Is those who worship Allah. So if the excuse is that Muhammad do not know anything about Gabriel, is being one of the people of Mecca who they are pagan, that means the people of Mecca who they are pagan worshipping Allah have nothing to do with the God of Abraham. Because if they knew Allah, then they should know Gabriel. If Gabriel belonged to Allah. Listen carefully.
He doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith.
Somebody say his name in Arabic, Muhammad Qadir. My friend, just send me a text message in Skype. Say hello. I will call you if you like to join us. Text me, don't call me, because you cannot call me unless you are in my list. So I have to. I will be calling you. You can call me after I added you, like if you spoke to me before, or if I text you back. You know, that's mean you can call me. So why Muhammad is not knowing who is Gabriel? Because remember, he is one of the pagan of Mecca.
Is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. But I mean, again, he doesn't know who Gabriel is, right? Because he didn't come from an Abrahamic faith. The people of Mecca were pagan.
Obviously, the name of our religion is Islam.
A Muslim saying here, let us show you what he's saying. You Christians want to talk about others, but not your own. I mean, here we find it very funny and very silly from Muhammadan. All your Quran, from the first page to the last page, attacking Christianity, calling us kuffar, najas, dirty, corrupt, you know. The second we start answering you and getting you busted, you says, you Christian talk about others. We don't. Open our Bible, you don't see anywhere talking about the filthy Muhammad. The only place it says there's a false prophet will come after me. But it did not name him Muhammad. So because you are desperate, because you cannot refute us, because we are sharing the truth about the cult of Muhammad, you come with such an excuse. You Christians want to talk about others, but not your own. Evilness, you know, you're a hypocrite, full of shit. Abrahamic religion are satanic, evil, who use to steal from others. I think somebody, he opened the zoo door. All right, go back to the zoo. So Muhammad was not Abrahamic. He never knew who is the true God is. Therefore, he do not know Gabriel, because he was one of Quraysh. And Quraysh are pagan. And they have the exact same belief as the Muslims today. There's nothing new. The Arab pagans are the Muslims. They believe Allah is God. They believe He's the provider. They believe that He is everything for them.
Tolerant person, advocating of tolerance, being okay with all strands of the society. There's so many of them. Well, Allah Azza wa Jalla labeled them in the Quran when He said, وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرُهُمْ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. The vast majority of them, of the people, the inhabitants of earth, would not believe in Allah except while committing shirk. What is their belief in Allah Azza wa Jal? It's the same belief of the pagans and the idol worshippers. Are you serious? Yeah. The pagans and the idol worshippers used to believe.
Do you hear it?
Used to believe that Allah is the provider, that Allah is the giver of life and death, that Allah is the creator, that Allah is the facilitator of their affairs. It's all over the Quran. If you read,
this is Islam. The pagan and the Muslims, they have one God. Did you hear the truth? It is all over the Quran. The pagan of Mecca, they believe Allah is the creator. The pagan of Mecca, they believe Allah is the provider. Muhammad did not know who is Gabriel. As Uthman, he said, may Allah bless his tail and make it grow longer. He was not Abrahamic. And he did not know, this is why he did not know Gabriel. He never heard of Gabriel before. Never ever heard. That means the God of the pagan Arab of Mecca never heard of Gabriel. So the God they worship, they call him Allah, have nothing to do with Gabriel. Did you see the conclusion, guys? You see how beautiful it is? How many people here, they speak Chinese? If you speak Chinese, give me one. If you speak Russian, give me one. If you speak Chinese, we have a news for you. Please tell your friends. We have our book in Chinese already, Deception of Allah, for free. For free. So if you are a person, and please, even if you're in Chinese, share the link with everybody in Twitter, in Facebook, because even if you are not a Chinese, when you share it, somebody will stop by. And this is what you should do, actually. You should copy some of the text of the book or the name of the book, or use Google Translation, The Deception of Allah, and post the title next to the link. Like, go to Google Translation, type download The Deception of Allah by Christian Prince in Chinese language for free. And for free, this is not illegal. This is on me, the author, giving the book for free. So don't worry about downloading. So share with everybody in Facebook, in Twitter. It is for free. And we have the same. Sex and Allah 2 in Russian now is available for free in the Russian language. Great news. Again, it's for free. So now we have in the Russian language, we have Deception of Allah, we have Quran and Science, and now we have Sex and Allah, but this is variant number 1, and I hope soon variant number 2 will be published too. So please share the links, tell your friends. It is your duty to do the rest. And it's not costly, it costs you nothing. It costs you absolutely nothing. Like, people don't help us in donation, I understand. No problem. Many people are fake, you know, they say they support, but they don't. At least post a link, at least. If you care for a human being, so, like safety, because Islam is a threat for the security and the safety and the economy of all the world. This religion is made by a madman, and war can erupt because of this filthy cult, and this war can destroy the whole earth. So even if you aren't a Christian, even if you don't care about religion, my friend, Islam is a threat. Those who want to kill themselves for the sake of Allah, they kill themselves because they believe in Allah. So if we can destroy that faith, then nobody will explode himself in a bus or a train or an airplane. We defeat Islam, we bring peace. Doesn't matter what your religion is. Islam is not a peaceful religion. If we can call it a religion, it's a satanic, demonic, violent cult. So share the links, and my books is given to you for free. What I can do more? If there's anything more I can do, let me know. And now I'm looking for somebody who can translate my book into Korean. Please, if you are interested, voluntarily contact me in Patreon. Somebody saying, do you know that Jesus killed people in the Gospel of Thomas? Pause the verse so we can read with you and we can enjoy it. Hey guys, do you know that Jesus, he killed people in the Gospel of Thomas? Pause the verse so we can read. And I promise you, I'll put it in the screen. I promise you, in front of everybody. We are not the same as Muslims. We will block you because you said something we didn't agree with. Pause the verse and let us laugh at you. Do you know that Jesus, he killed people in the Bible of Thomas? Do you know that? You know, we're here. Do you know that Jesus, he killed people? My friend, let me tell you too. Jesus, when he come in the end of the time, he will bring all mankind, and the Bible says, bring them. The angels, he's ordering the angels. And those who don't believe in him, he will say to them, slaughter them. Are you happy? That is my Jesus. But this is in the judgment day. When he come as a judge, he will make you a shish kebab. Literally. But anyway, brother, give us the Bible of Thomas. The guy, he changed the topic in the speed of light. He don't want to talk about it no more. He talk about Christmas now. Just to show you the stupidity. How can you say that Islam is a pagan while Christmas were stolen holiday from the pagan? Brothers, sisters, you stupid idiot. It's called the Christmas. Christ. So how is it stolen from the pagan? If you want to say to me they decorate the tree, the pagan, they were worshipping the tree. We don't. So you are a tomato potato again, desperate. Desperate potato. The pagan, they worship, even the Bible speak about those who decorate a tree to worship it. Idiot. We don't worship a tree. No, we don't. However, in your Quran, the tree was God. And the tree spoke and said, I am Allah. Is that true? A voice came from the holy ground of the holy tree, saying, I am Allah. So in your Quran, the tree is God. Muhammad here, he stole a chapter, or let us say some verses from the Old Testament, but as usual, he add his own spice, and that make the story against Islam, not for it. But when he came to the fire, which is in the tree, a voice was heard from the right bank of the valley, from a tree, saying, O Moses, verily I am Allah, the Lord of the world. Are you there? Are you there, Abdul? And by the way, I encourage all the Christians to celebrate Christmas, for this is a Christ name we celebrate. Those who say to you Christmas is not from Christianity, is not from the Bible, this is true. But we are celebrating Christ. Every day is a Christmas for us. And because they hate Jesus, and they hate to see that the whole world is celebrating his name in Christmas time, they are against it. So we Christians, we celebrate Christmas. It is a time of joy for God, the Lord, the Messiah. He brought joy to our life, and you have none. Even your famous actors, even your famous football player, they have a Christmas tree. I am not into football. Actually, I don't like to see the news. I believe it's stupid. But when the Muslims, they go mad because Muhammad Salah he have a big Christmas tree in his house. He have what? Not only have a big Christmas tree, he dressed with his wife and his children as Santa Claus. Even your famous Muslims, they cannot find that joy in Islam. So him and his family, and the funny, his daughter, her name is Mecca. This guy is supposedly a religious Muslim. His name is Muhammad. His daughter's name is Mecca. And behind them, there's a tree celebrating Christ. What say you? And almost in every single Muslim countries, they are putting Christmas tree now. Hypocrites. Just to be friendly to the Christians so they can get their protection. I just saw in the news that Morocco is protected by full the sky by the weapon of Israel. Can you believe it? Azerbaijan is protected by full by Israel. Turkey, all the airplane is made in Turkey, is made by chips made in Israel. Emirat, they are buying weapons from Israel and they are signing defense agreement. Saudi Arabia, I mean, you name it. So they go in the street, say death to Israel, but their leaders, they kiss the shoes of the Jews. Not our topic, but just to answer the Abdul, the idiot. My friends, Christ, he brings joy to all mankind around the world. Even in China, those who aren't Christians, they celebrate Christmas. You see what Jesus do? Is it amazing? He brings joy to every heart of every child, even Muslim children. And the reason the Muslims, they are so upset from the from Christmas, because they see how the Christmas exposed something extremely ugly in Islam. There's no joy in this religion. Islam is a religion of penis, vagina, breastfeeding, sex. With the Christ, for the first time, a human being is enjoying being a human being with a clear heart. Yeah, and not only that, you know, just to show you how much hate they have. Jordan is dying without water. The Israelis, they said, okay, we will give you water. Today they are striking the street, they don't want the water of Israel. Can you believe it, how much hate they have? If I am the leader of Israel, okay, I will say, I will not give you water, go die. Hypocrites. The Mufti of Oman, the Sultan of Oman, his Mufti, he said, praise be to Erdogan, he is fighting the interest of the banks. He stopped it. Stupid, he don't know how to read. Erdogan, he lowered it, he did not stop it, you donkey. Do you see the difference between he lowered the bank interest from stopping the interest? They are mad. They don't know what they are talking. This is the Mufti. He is saying, thank you, Erdogan, for stopping the interest. You stupid. He did not stop the interest. He lowered the interest. Stupid. Certified stupid. If those are your shake, what about the potatoes? If those are the shake, if the sheikhs are donkeys, if somebody lowered the interest, he did not stop the interest. He's approving it. He's trying to fix his economy, and the lira of the Turkish is dying, is bankrupt. The country, the whole country is bankrupt. Stupidity is amazing. The guy who lowered the interest, that make him fighting the interest? So Christmas is coming, and Christmas always brings a great joy to our life. And as you see, with good Christians, the joys is even getting better. I am so happy to see my book translated in Chinese. I remember once I met some Chinese people and we spoke about Islam. I wish that book or my book was exist. Their English is very bad. Hardly we can communicate. I wish at that time I have my book translated. But today is not the case. Thank you for the one who did the job. Truly, truly thank you. Thank you for all the translators who translate my books to all languages, from the Polish, Albanian, Dutch, German, Russian. And yeah, by the way, soon I will publish my book for the first time in Persian. Persian. What is left? So the Lord is wonderful. I always complain that Christians don't really support me. But doesn't mean that there's no wonderful Christians exist. For those who did the job, they spend many, many, many hours from their day, from their life. But remember this work, whoever did the translation, by the way, I do not know the person who did the translation. All the books, my translation, I don't know one person of them. But remember this, your work will stay forever. This is my book, yes. It is your translation too. So because of this person, how many people they speak Chinese? Let me search in Prophet Google. How many people speak Chinese? Additional to me, because you know I'm speaking Chinese too. It says here, I don't know if this number is correct, but I think it's more. I think they are talking about only about people who live in China. But here it says 1.3 billion people, they speak Chinese. I believe more. So because of this person who did the Chinese translation, there's 1.3 billion at least. They will get their hand on my book. So truly, truly thank you. How many people speak Russian? Let us see. $258 million. So the ones who did the Russian translation, they gave their work to 258 million. Isn't it amazing? There's other languages, they are small, but they are important too. Like Albanian, or maybe Polish, Croatian. But having their translation is a blessing, because they are nations too. I hope we will have soon somebody will help us to translate to Greek language, Greece, so people of Greece can read it. I hope soon we will have translation to all languages of the world, even though we are covering a huge part of it. And we will give our books for free. Yes, and my book translated to Spanish too. Yes, I have a Spanish translation, but not for the sex and Allah. I think it's still not translated yet. Isn't it amazing? So now we will have a huge impact. And you know, the Muslims, they try to fight Christian Prince, they try to shut me down. You can't stop my books, that's it. Even me, I can't take it back. Whatever the link I posted right now, I just posted the link 5 minutes ago about the Chinese book. Me, myself, I can't stop that book from being published no more. Isn't it amazing? Somalian will help me translate to Somalian if you speak Somalian. And as you see, I'm giving my books for free. This is telling you who we are, right? People who worship money, they will not give you their books for free. I spend my life studying this garbage. So why I want to give it to you for free? You tell me. Maybe I don't need money. Maybe I'm rich. Maybe I'm a billionaire. I'm not. But saving mankind, saving souls, is way more important. And at the end of the day, the Lord is our provider. At the end of the day, it's God who will give me. I have no worry. So again, I want to say thank you. Maybe I should make just a special video to thank those people. I know they don't care for people appreciating their work. I mean, me saying thank you, because that will not change anything that they spend a lot of time. Thank you is not really a payment. But guess what? I believe it truly that the Lord himself is happy because you share the truth. So more and more Muslims will leave Islam in China. More and more Muslims and non-Muslims in China will see how stupid Islam is. I hope soon too we will have Quran and science, because that book completes this book. So it is really a beautiful day for me. I'm so proud of all of you, those who help us in the translation. I pray that the Lord will reward you. I pray that the Christians will appreciate you. And I will be happy to give more books. I'm working right now, as you know, in the Quran translation. And then after we finish the Quran translation, we need people to help us to translate to all languages again. And we will give the translation for free, same as the others. So we will translate the Quran into English. Then the heroes of us, they will translate that translation into all languages: Russian, Chinese, French. So nobody can lie to you, giving you false, inaccurate translation. And I believe actually I need to take some time off so I can finish reading the translation, because you know, going live, it is really take a lot of your energy. You know, maybe some of you might say, okay, he stayed live with us for a few hours, but you know, this religion make me feel disgusted. I need some time. to cleanse myself from the topic. Many people do not understand that when you talk about this cult, it's disgusting. It's not something comfortable for me. It is the most disgusting topic ever. But because I have to, I am doing what nobody can do, maybe. Our priests, sadly, they are busy making speeches, but not teaching. And if you ask them about Islam, they will give you a wrong answer. So we are here to do what Christians should be doing, and those who claim to be priests, they are not doing. All of this, so your wife, your child, your daughter will not be fooled by a liar.